And that's one thing I want to say about all three of these guys. And I told Cody this even before he won. We talked about it. Now the work starts. Absolutely. And all three of these guys, they didn't win and go, okay, now you owe me more money. Or now, worship me. They all, not saying any of the other guys did that, but now these three guys particularly, and other ones, said, okay, now I got to really be great. Now I'm holding a mantle. So I know your story, and everybody knows your story, and it's one of the most exciting. I honestly think there'd have been murders had you not won. It'd have been Portland, Oregon all over again. Was it Portland? Is that where? Anyway, and it's a political show. Sorry. And so to see you go from here to here is crazy, But we have gone through so much together, and I think everybody just feels like they've been connected with you ever since you first donned the overalls in Tupelo, so I've never seen, and now when I hear their stories, it makes so much sense. I donned the sideburns one time in Oklahoma for the last time. This is how hard it is. I've been singing since I was 2, 3, 4, however old I was. Been on stage since I was 10. Sang at the Grand Ole Opry. I've done, Europe, everywhere. And I was so nervous because I forgot everything. Oh, crap, where does my finger go again? Oh, yeah, he went like that. Oh, yeah, my leg's supposed to... And I said, well, that's it. I'm never doing this again. And that's how hard it is to study every aspect to do it right and reach this level. And all three of these guys have. And the guys that are at this festival, they've been close and been in that... contest and have reached that pinnacle of success by making the ultimate. And so you win, you hear your name. We all knew you were going to win. But did it ever dawn on you that I own this and I've won, or were you still just sitting there going, I don't know? Be honest. They're not going to tell anybody. It's not on Facebook. Come on, say you know you're going.
There was a point. There's a point when I don't know. This year was different. I blocked everything else out, and I just really focused on myself and what I was doing backstage. And I've told everybody this. I've had my headphones in backstage and whatnot, and up until that point of going out on stage every time that they've announced the next person and stuff like that, I didn't know anything else that was happening. All I knew was my song that I was going to sing next. So to that point, I was just in my own world. I was doing push-ups, I was doing jumping jacks, doing high knees, doing the Brock Lesnar.
Like I was getting ready for the show, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Push-ups and high knees.
Dean started calling, and like you march out there, and all of them know, we all know, because I feel like we share that feeling. And all of our stomachs are just in absolute knots, because when you get to the ultimate, right? It's anybody's ball game. It really is, and because everybody is so talented and so many different ways to get to that point. And I just remember saying, "Please, don't say third." I was like, at least again, I love everybody, and that was just what was in my head, and I was like, oh no, let's not go backwards. We just got forward. Let's just stay with second. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, at that point, I walked out, and I had such a profound love for y'all through the contest, and I just felt so connected with each and every one of you that I honestly didn't really care. I really didn't. I like Ben. It was, you said that and it resonated with me. It was just calmness. It was just like, well, we've just had the time of our lives this year, and I felt even before they called my name, I was like, you know what? I'm closing the chapter on this book in my life, and I'm gonna move on, because it can't get much better than this. I've had so many amazing years in this contest, and I've grown up with the best, and I've learned from the best, and But my God, when they did, they started counting down the names, and I blacked out. I blacked out. In all honesty, I blacked out when I hit the floor, and then before I knew it, I was on the ground with poop. And
we call each other poop.
And I don't
call anybody poop, and nobody calls me poop.
He hates it. I don't know. I remember meeting Dean in Newberry, South Carolina, and he was coming out of the hotel, and you had a blue shirt on, and you were going to sound check, and they were pressing me to do 50s, and Dean looked at me, and he was the first person that looked at me and said, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, well, I want to do 70s. And he goes, then go sing 70s.
You said Stephanie?
No. How did you?
And I said,
Oh, 70s.
And
I don't blame you.
And the moment
You mean you
is
haven't
here,
yet? I'll tell you. You don't know what you're talking about.
and the moment is gone. Guys, I haven't said this to him. I have the picture in my home of me and Dean on the floor. And I love you so much, dude. And I just can't tell you how much it meant that you were the one that called my name.
Yeah.
Well, we have the BVDs. Ben, you stand here. We have the BVDs. Now we got the BCDs. Well, let's have him do one more song. We'll shut her down. She's pumping mud, huh?